Hello everyone, welcome back. So in today's video we are making jollof rice for 5 to 6 persons in the family. So if you want to know how I prepared this delicious meal here, please stay tuned. So first of all, let me introduce you to everything I used for this recipe. I have my 2 seasoning cubes in there, some bay leaves, I have about 4 in there, my rosemary mixed with some pepper flakes, my curry powder, my paprikas, and some jollof rice seasoning spices, that I got from African shop close to me here. My carrots, my green peas, some salt, my concentrated tomatoes, my meat broth, and my onions, and then some peppers, some fresh peppers, my red fresh peppers. Everything in there have been washed and cleaned. Some garlic, some ginger. I have about 4 fresh tomatoes in there, and my shallots. Guys, if you have not tried shallots inside your jollof rice, please give it a try. It gives it a very good flavor and you will love it. And then my washed and already prepared rice. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to try and get all of my veggies ready. So I just want to be done with everything about slicing and chopping. So I'm going to chop all these into smaller pieces and get them ready for blending. So I'm just going to continue chopping all of this. I'm doing this for easier blending, at least to help to aid my blender. So I'm just going to go on like this and until I'm done. And I had about 5 tomatoes here, 5 fresh tomatoes, not 4. I think I said it was 4 before, but I ended up using 4 and not the whole of the 5. So another thing I would love to say here is that I am using fresh garlic and ginger, but that doesn't mean that you must do the same. If you are the type who cannot really stand fresh garlic or the ginger, you can actually substitute it with the dried one, the powdered one. So it's optional here, okay? So I'm going to slice my shallots now and set them aside for the frying of the tomatoes. Like I said, I use shallots because of the flavor it gives, but it's optional, okay? If you don't like it, please feel free to go with the normal onion. So here is it. I'm done blending all of them. So the next part is I'm going to put a pan on the fire, add some fried vegetable oils in there, and we get started with the frying of the tomatoes. So first of all, I'm going to add in my shallot in there and allow it to fry for about a minute or 2 before I then add. The next thing I'm going to add is my blended garlic and ginger. So I'm going to allow both of them to marry each other there. Guys, the flavor that is coming out from this is so good. So I'm just going to allow this to, to fry a little while for about 2 minutes. Then I introduce my tomatoes. So after adding in my blended tomatoes, it's now time for me to introduce my concentrated tomatoes. Now, I know that a lot of people fry the concentrated tomatoes before adding in the blended ones. I also do that, but at times you just have to do some twists, okay? Try new things out and you find out that it really does not make any difference, okay? So that is it. And I cover this up for about 3 to 5 minutes to allow it to simmer and fry in there. And here is what we have. So I'm just going to introduce my spices in there now and allow it to fry more until the oils come on top, surface on top of it. That is how you know that your tomatoes are really fried. In adding the concentrated tomatoes, what it does is just to enhance the color, okay? To give it that intense color of the real Nigerian jollof rice. So for me, I think that it doesn't really matter if it is fried before or it is added after the fresh tomatoes. It really does not make any difference for me, okay? So I've given it a try and I found out that it came out perfectly well. Again, it is your choice, okay? Choose which one to add first. So I'm going to cover it and allow it to fry again for about 5 to 6 minutes, and voila, here is what we have. This is how you know that your tomatoes have really fried very well. You can see the sauce is now fully ready because the spices, everything have marinated in there very well. They are all properly mixed. So the next thing I'm going to be introducing now is I'm going to add in my meat broth. And here it is. Guys, like I would always say, your meat stock matters a lot. It is the base of your cooking. Always spice it very well. Make sure it is well spiced. Everything is accurate. That is what gives you the end result of your cooking. So I'm just going to taste for salt now, and I found out that I needed to add in a little bit of salt. So I'm going to add in a little, not much. Please be conscious while using salt. And I'm going to cover this again, allow it to come to a boiling point, and then I will introduce the rice in there. So after allowing it to come to a boil, here is what we have. So it's time for us to introduce the rice. This is my rice already washed, very clean, and I'm just going to add in everything in there. Stir it, cover it up, and put it on my lowest heat until it is dry, and that is about 10 minutes or thereabout. At this junction, I would love to invite you to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and please turn on my notification bell so that when I upload new videos, you will be notified. Thank you. Now it's time to cook the rice on a medium heat. And because I usually add some aluminum papers for extra heat, and since I couldn't find one, I found out that I wasn't having again, I decided to go in with my kitchen paper, my kitchen paper for my oven. So I decided to add it, and I'm just going to place it there and allow it to cook slowly on a medium heat. And while the rice is cooking in there already, it is time for us to, dice the carrots. And that is what I am doing. So I'm just going to go on with dicing my carrots until it is time to add them in there into the pot. And please give it any shape you want, okay? We are not really going in for any specific shape. Just that personally, I love to dice my carrots this way, okay? I always love to dice things little. So feel free to go in with whatever shape you want to go in. It is a choice, okay? And after about 10 minutes or thereabouts, the rice is fully cooked and fully ready. And it's time for me to introduce the carrots and the green peas. I'm adding the carrots at this point, at this very point, because I want it to still be crunchy afterwards. So I'm just going to add everything in there, turn it, and make sure it mixes very well. And I'm going to cover it up for just a minute, and then I am done. Okay, just for the rice to still, give it a little burn under. I like that smoky part of it. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to get here. Cover it up and leave it for just a minute, and the rice is fully cooked, fully ready, and voila, here it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate you. At this very point, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do where to subscribe. I bet you will love it. And to you, all my subscribers that keep coming back, I truly appreciate you all. God bless you, and see you all in my next video. Bye.